Hi everyone. In today's video, we will have a look at a use case related to screen actions and how screen actions can help you achieve a requirement related to screen reactivity, which probably you cannot achieve without screen actions. All right. So for that, first let's create a new screen flow. Screen automations, screen flow. And what this screen flow will do is it will take input from the user and it will create a new opportunity record. All right. So let's add a screen component here. Let's call it create opportunity. Okay. Let's remove header, footer as we'll need footer. Remove previous button and probably remove pause button as well. All right. Maybe we can keep the header. All right. Now we'll add a text component to input the opportunity name. All right. Opportunity name. We'll mark it as require. Then we will add a lookup to get the account. Okay, to select the account. Field API name. The name of the API name of the lookup field on the source object. The source object is opportunity, and what is the API name? Let's have a look. Okay, let's go to object manager, opportunity. It's a latest relationship account. So this is the API name. Okay, copy this, go to our flow. Okay, this is the label for your flow lookup. Let's call it account name. Okay, object API name, the API name of the source object, so that is opportunity. Disabled false. All right, so this looks good. Now let's add close date. For that we will add a date component. All right, label would be close date. I think rest is fine. And then let's add stage as well. Sorry, we have to add a pick list component, right? Because stage is a pick list. Let's put the label as stage, API name is stage, and then component type is pick list. We have to create a choice. For that, let's create a new choice resource. Pick list choice set. Let's call it stage name choice maybe. Object is opportunity, data type as pick list, and then select stage from here, stage name. All right, let's mark this. Let's change the ordering. Let's put closed date above stage. Yeah, mark closed date also is required and stage also is required. All right. Now let's add one toggle component here. Okay, let's call it expedite opportunity. Okay, label will keep as expedite opportunity. Put a space here, question mark. All right, active label, inactive label. Okay, right now active label and inactive labels are set as default, that is inactive and active. Let's make active label as yes. Okay, and inactive label as no, so that instead of inactive active here we'll get yes and no. Okay, and yeah, so that's it. Let's click done, click on save, call it create opportunity. All right, click on save and let's debug it. Let's see what we are seeing in the debug. Okay, click on run. So yeah, this looks fine, right? Opportunity name, account name, also we are seeing a lot of things here, right? The account lookup is working. What about date? Date is also working. What about stage? Stage is also working. It's pulling out the value from the stage pick list of opportunity object. Okay, now let's go back to edit flow. Now what we'll do, what we want here is, first, this expedite opportunity toggle should only appear when an account is selected. All right, if the account is not selected, this expedite opportunity should not appear. Okay, so let's see. And this we can achieve using screen reactivity. And how to do that? Click on this, go on, click on this set component level visibility. All conditions are met, new conditions, and we want to put a condition now. So we are seeing the screen component here, our create opportunity screen component. Click on this, and in this, if you see, account name lookup is also appearing. Okay, click on this, and then you can put something like record ID, right? So if the account is selected in the account name lookup, then record ID will get populated. So we'll select this, and what we'll say is null, false. That means some account was selected in this lookup, right? So we are saying when record ID, or rather whatever account is selected here, if its record ID is not null, right, is null false, then show this expedite opportunity. So let's click on done. Let's click on done here. Let's click on save, and let's debug this. Run. Let's see if it is working. So right now, if you see, it is not visible, right? Expedite opportunity, because no account is selected. So as soon as select an account, orange company, you see expedite opportunity is shown now. That means the screen reactivity is working. So whenever you select an account, this toggle would be visible. And if you don't select any account, for example, if I remove this, see, the toggle is gone. This part is also working. Okay. Now let's change the requirement a bit. Let's open this screen component. As of now, this toggle expedite opportunity is shown when an account is selected. Now what we want is, the expedite opportunity should be shown if a particular field on the selected account record has a particular value. So in our example, let's say, for example, let's go to one account, right? Edge communications. So we have got this field rating, and it has values like hot, warm, and cold. All right. Now what we want is, if the account which is selected, if the value of rating for that particular account is hot, only then show this toggle. And if the value is anything other than hot, then don't show this toggle expedite opportunity. Now, can we achieve this using the screen reactivity the way we achieved the previous requirement? Can we achieve this requirement? Let's try to have a look. Let's go to this conditions, right? So last time when we configured this condition, we said that if the account lookup is not null, then show this expedite opportunity. Now, if I open this, is there a way to check the field rating on the account record from this condition? There is no way. You cannot get any field value of the selected account record which you can use in this condition. You cannot do this. So how do you achieve this requirement? So to do that, you can use screen actions. All right. And where is screen actions? So if I click the parent screen component, right, the top level component, create opportunity, if you go, this option called configure screen actions. All right, and here you can select some flow which can run certain logic, and which we can use here. Okay. So let's say select an active auto launch flow to add a new automatically triggered screen action. After you select the flow, configure the action. So what it wants is, we need to create an auto launch flow. Okay, so for that, let's create a new auto launch flow. All right, let's close this flow and let's go to flows, click on new flow. automations, auto launch flow. All right. Now what this auto launch flow will do is it will take account ID as input. It will query that account and it will fetch the value of the rating field for that account. So for that, first we need to create an input resource type variable, account ID, data type text, available for input, because this will take account ID as input. Click on done. Since we have account ID, now let's add a get record element. Get records, get account, object is account. Now here what we want, which account we want. So for that we already have this resource as account ID. So we have to fetch the account record for this account ID. So for that what we'll do, field account ID equals this variable, account ID variable, right? And then come down here, we'll fetch the first record, and what we'll do is we will choose the fields which we want to fetch. And for our requirement, which field we want? We want the rating field, right? In separate variables. Okay, so rating, right? And we want to save that rating field in a variable which would be output of this auto launch flow, right? So for that, let's create a new resource. Okay, variable, let's call it account rating, data type as text, and available for output. Done. Okay, and it has got created here as well, right? So whatever is the rating of that particular account, right, the value will get stored in this variable, and this is available as output. So let's save this. Flow get account rating, right? Click on save and let's activate this. Now let's go back to our screen flow. Let's refresh this so that let's click on save once. Now let's refresh it so that the auto launch flow is available for selection in this screen flow. Now let's go back to create opportunity. Okay, so let's click the top level component, and here now we have configure screen actions. Let's click that, and now we can select our auto launch flow, right? Get account rating. Let's give any API name. Let's remove the spaces from here. Yeah, I think this is fine. Get account rating. Now this auto launch flow, this is the variable name which we created, right? Here, account ID. Now what it says here is whether you want to pass any input to this variable, because this is the input variable for that auto launch flow, and we want to pass the account record ID, right? And what is the, how we'll get the record ID? We are already getting it from this lookup, right? Account name. So let's check if we can fetch that here. So we have this screen component, create opportunity, and we have this account name lookup, and we have this record ID, right? So this record ID would be passed to the account ID variable of the auto launch flow. Okay, and let's keep it this way only when to run action on screen load. Okay, let's for now keep it let's keep the default option. Okay, let's not put any conditions here. Okay, view output resource. So if you see, this is the output variable, right? So it is available now in this screen flow, account rating. So this was the output variable, right? Account rating which we created in the auto launch flow. So now, how to use this account rating for this expedite opportunity? Let's click here. Okay, now let's go to the conditions. Let's delete this condition and try to add a new condition here. If you see, we have got this screen component, create opportunity. Now if you see, let's scroll here, we have got this screen action as well, right? Get account rating, which we added just now. Click on this and there is something called results of that screen action. So if you click on results, you will see what the output variable, account rating. and what we can write equals hot, right? So that's our condition. If the rating field of the selected account record in this account lookup is equal to hot, only then show this expedite opportunity toggle. So that's what we are putting here. Click on done. All right, and then click on done again and save. Now let's see. Let's click on debug now. Click on run. Right now no account is selected, expedite opportunity is not, the toggle is not shown. Okay, and before I select account, I select any account, see on the left side, right, it has already executed the screen action. If you see, the get account rating screen action was finished as soon as the this flow loaded, right? And we couldn't retrieve any records, so that's fine. Okay, for now that's fine. Let's select an account. Let's select edge communications. Why? Because for edge communications the rating is hot. So let's select edge communications here. See, the toggle is now visible, and if you see on the left side, see, first time it was not able to retrieve any record when the screen flow just loaded, right? But after that, once you selected account name, again the screen action got called, right? The get account rating screen action was called, and this was the account ID which was passed. So previous, if we go to the previous one, so there was no input because nothing was selected at that time, right? When the first time it was called. But this time when we selected the account, this record ID, which is nothing but record ID of edge communications, was passed as input. And then if we go here, right, then let's go to the get account record, get records element, right? Successfully found record, account rating hot. So the account rating for edge communications is hot, right? It is hot, and screen action was finished. And because it is hot, this expedite opportunity toggle became visible. Now let's select any other account for which the rating is not hot. What about Orange Company? Let's see Orange Company. The rating is blank here, right? So it is not hot. Let's select that. Orange Company. See, expedite opportunity is not visible. And if we look here, account rating is null, right? So what if let's put some value here for Orange Company. Let's put it as warm. Okay, let's click on save. Let's first select edge communications, right? The toggle is visible. Now let's select Orange Company. The toggle is gone, right? And if we look here, it fetched out warm rating. So now the visibility of the toggle expedite opportunity is being driven by the field value, which is rating, the value of field rating for the selected account record. And this we are able to achieve through screen actions. All right. Now I want to talk about one more thing. All right, let's click on edit flow again and let's debug again. Okay, click on run. So if you see, even before we have selected any account here, the screen action is getting executed, right? The screen action got executed even without even selecting any account. That is, on the load of flow itself, the screen flow itself, the screen action got executed, right? And since there was no account selected, it did not find any record, right? The auto launch flow behind the screen action. So this is not the best way to implement this, right? We don't want the screen action to get executed or the auto launch flow to be called every time the flow is loaded, right? So let's see if we can control that as well. We can change something in the configuration. Let's see that. So let's go to so this is the screen action. All right. So here we have option, right? When to run action on screen load. Every time the screen loads, except when the user clicks the previous button recommended, and only the first time the screen loads. So we even don't want this, right? That only when the first time the screen loads, this should run. So let's keep this option only every time the screen loads. But let's look at this option now. Set action run conditions. Set conditions to limit when the screen action runs. Okay. So let's see if we can put some conditions here to control the behavior which we just saw. So what we want is the screen action should only run when we are selecting, right, something here. all right, in the account lookup. So let's see if we can build that condition. So in this condition, click on the screen, create new opportunity, click on the lookup, and let's click on record ID only. So what we want is that the record ID of the selected account record in this lookup is not null. How do you do this? Like this, right? So this means the record ID is not null. So that means only when something is selected here in the account lookup, only then run the screen actions. Click on done, click on done again. Let's see if it works. Let's click on debug, click on run. See, this time on the screen load, the screen action did not run, right? Now let's select an account here, Edge Communications. Now it has run. Okay. Let's select another Edge Communications. Again, it has run, right? Let's go back and select Orange Company. Okay. So we can see that when we are selecting an account in this lookup, only then the screen action is getting run, and the toggle or the visibility of toggle is also working, because Orange Company, the rating field for Orange Company was warm, right? Right, warm. So the toggle is not visible now. And if we select Edge Communications, for which the rating is hot, now the toggle is visible. All right. Now I want to test one more thing. What would happen if we remove the value from this account lookup? Okay, let's see. Yeah, so there is a problem here, right? If you see, since there is no account selected, the screen action did not run, but because of that, because screen action did not run, now the toggle also is getting still shown, right? The condition which we put on toggle is also not working, right? So now this is also another problem, right? Let's see if we can handle this. Let's go to the flow, edit flow, create opportunity, expedite opportunity, and let's put one more condition. Okay, let's see. Create opportunity, account name, record ID is not null, right? Click on done. Right, so now we are checking both the conditions, that account ID is selected and the value of the rating field for the select account is hot. Only then show this expedite opportunity. Let's see what's the behavior now. Click on save, click on debug. So first thing, right, if nothing is selected, then the screen action did not run. Now let's select Edge Communications. Fine, screen action ran, and also expedite opportunities toggle is visible. Now let's select Orange Company. Screen action ran, and since the rating for Orange Company is warm, expedite opportunity is not visible. Now let's again select Edge Communications. Expedite opportunity is visible, and now let's remove the account. Right, now it is working. Right, expedite opportunity is gone. So I think we have handled this as well. So two things we did. First, the screen action should not run when just the flow is loaded, right? Only when the account is selected. And also, if an account is selected which is having a rating as hot and expedite opportunity is visible, and if you remove that account, then the expedite opportunity toggle should also become hidden, right? So I think we have covered all the scenarios here. All right. Yeah, so that's all for this video. Hope you find this video useful. All right. Thanks. Thank you.